we're going to be learning how to use letter sounds. So first we're going to work with the sounds. I'm going to say a word and then I'm going to say the word slowly. Then I'm going to say it and then move it. So first, we have cat. C-A-T. Cat. At. Cat.
Because you know the part where it's like, I'll say a word, I'll just turn it.
A-T. Cat. Now you guys are going to do it. So find your letters. Awesome. Exactly what Emily's doing. We're going to place them on the paper. Now can you guys say the sounds of the letters in your boxes? Good job. All right, so now we're going to do our second word. Our second word is big. So first I'm going to say it and then I'm going to write it. B-I-G. Big. B-I-G. Big. So go ahead, find your letters and spell them out on your box.
We'll do the first one. What word?
Good job. So now you guys are going to say the sounds of the letters again and then sound out the entire word. Big. Awesome. Good job. So now we're going to work with the words. I want you to sound and blend each word. That way, the way that you do that is look at each letter, make each sound, and then say the words fast to make a word. I'll sound blend each one, and then you'll do it. Put your finger and your eyes on the first word. So now we're going to use these. So we have cat. K-A-T. Cat. Now you do it. Cat. You can do either or. I personally like doing both. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next word.
I forgot we were saying
big. Big. Good job. We're going to do two more. Cob. 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 Good job. Top. 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 Good. Now that we've done them all together, I want you to read these words on your own for 1 minute. Look at each word. If you know it, just say it. If you don't know it, sound it out. If you finish, see how many words you can read in 1 minute. If you finish before the minute ends, restart the words. Go ahead. Alright guys, the minute's up. Alright, so did that make sense to everyone? Yes. Did any of you have any issues with the words? Were you able to sound them out and then say the whole word? Good. So now we're going to move on to our high frequency words of the week. So up top you guys have the high frequency words we've already learned, which you guys have learned so much already. And at the bottom we have our two new high frequency words. So now let's think about these words. You have two new words. The first new word is we. What word? You use that word when you say we are learning together. The word we is easy to read. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Watch me say the words w-e, we. Those are two sounds. Watch me write the letters we. We. The first sound we hear is what? That's a W. The second sound we hear is E. It sounds like there's two E's, but there's only one E. That's easy. Two letters, two sounds. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right. Our next new word is your. Your is a big word. For example, I'm listening to your favorite song. Does that make sense? Listen to how I sound it out. Y-or. So there's two sounds but 4 letters. That's because the last 4 letters, O-R, work together to make one sound. So, can you guys sound it out with me? Yeah? Good. Alright, so now that we've practiced our new high frequency words, I'm going to point to one of the words and you guys have to say them. You ready?
Word. What? Have. All. Your. Me.
So now I'm going to say it quickly, and I want you to do it now.
They.
Watch my fingers do the same thing.
From.
Good job, guys. That is the end of that one. So I'm going to move on to the next lesson. So now we're going to work on our vowel teams.
Do I still need these?
Nope, you can put those away. Alright, is everybody ready? Today we will work on words that have opened, closed, R-controlled, and vowel team syllables. In a vowel team syllable, there are two vowels working together to make one sound. The word main has a vowel team, and so does the word clown. Remember that W and Y can work as vowels. A strategy you can use is to place a dot underneath each single vowel and underline below a vowel team. Then decide how to divide. Remember, in a closed syllable, that vowel will be short. In an open syllable, the vowel will be long. In an R-controlled syllable, the vowel will not be long or short because of the R. Divide the syllables, decode them, and blend them. If your word doesn't sound right, divide a different way. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the first two, then we're going to do the second two together, and then the last two you guys are going to do by yourself. Does that make sense so far? Alright, so what we're going to do first is we have our word glow. Does everyone see the word glow on their paper? Awesome. So we have G-L-O-W. So our first step was to put dots underneath each single vowel. So we have O is a vowel and W is a vowel. And then we're going to draw a line underneath our vowel pairs. Does that make sense so far? Awesome. So now we're going to be decoding. How many syllables is in the word vowel? Or in the word glow, sorry. Glow. So there's one syllable, but there's 4 letters and 3 different sounds. Does that make sense? Awesome. So you would divide it up by each syllable. We're just going to draw a line straight down the middle like that. Sorry, syllables. There we go. There's only one syllable. There's only one syllable, so we're going to sound it out. G-O-O. The O-W makes one sound, not 2 separate sounds in the word glow. Does that make sense? Yes? Awesome. So we're going to try that again with our next word. So we have the word float. Can everyone say the word float?
Float.
Awesome. And now we're going to sound it out to see how many syllables is in the word float. Float. Right? Float. So there's one syllable again. All right. I can't figure out syllables. Who can tell me what the 2 vowels in the word float are? Courtney.
O and A.
Awesome. And then Emily, what do we put underneath the 2 vowels? Awesome. And then Bree, what do we do once we put the dots down? Awesome. So when we sound it out, it's O. The O and the A make the same sound. Does everyone think they can do the next word together?
Fear.
Okay, so we're going to do maintain instead because there's multiple syllables in that. Alright, so how many syllables are in the word maintain? 2. Good, so where's the first syllable? I think it ends in between the N and the T. I'm going to draw a line right there. Now, how many vowels are in the word maintain? We have A-I. Do these both contain the same vowels? Both parts of the word? Awesome. So the A and the A and the I both make the same vowel sound. All right, so now we're gonna have spelling practice. Yay! So in the bottom of your boxes, we're gonna practice reading the words and spelling the words. So you're gonna spell some words with these patterns. Think of the vowel sounds in each syllable that you spell. Is everybody ready? Does everybody have a pen?
Yes.
All right, your first word is seasons. Like, my favorite season is summer. There are 4 seasons.
Is it plural?
Awesome. How many syllables are in the word seasons?
2.
Good. How many vowels are in the word seasons?
Yes.
Good. Are there any vowel teams?
Yeah.
What are the two? What is the vowel team? Awesome. All right. So now we're gonna do our next word. The word is contain. Awesome. How many syllables are in the word contain?
2.
Good. How many what's called vowel pairs are there? Vowel pairs?
Oh, 2.
There we go. There's one vowel pair because the O doesn't have a heart.
Oh.
Awesome. So we're going to do one more word, and then that's going to be it for this lesson. So the last word we're going to do is steamer. So like my mom used a steamer to straighten my dress. How many syllables are there in steamer? 2. Good. How many vowels are there?
3.
Good. How many vowel pairs are there? 1. Awesome. You guys know how